My name's René Carayol, and I specialise in leadership. I coach some Fortune 500 chief executives, and I wax lyrical about leadership just about everywhere I can. Today, because I'm speaking to a special group of MBAs, I thought I'd focus on the rapidly changing world of business. And for the first time in my career, I'm seeing that perhaps experience is just that little bit overrated. We got to the top of the organisation because we were really experienced and really good at what we did. But I'm not sure that's the most relevant competency and capability today. That experience is completely out of date today. Yet we've got a whole bunch of new people joining the organisation who are far less experienced, but have a much better attitude and mindset for this sort of work. So those with the experience have wisdom and corporate memory, but maybe they're not the best equipped to deal with the rapidly changing world. So I've got a new manifesto for work. Take those who've been around for some time with their wisdom and fuse them with those new members who are energized, better connected, and better understand the rapidly changing world of work today. If we look at business today, nothing is best done alone anymore. And there was a time when if we looked at the boss and we looked at the people that work for the boss, they sort of looked and sounded the same. So at some stage, that was great for alignment, but today we find it's groupthink. It doesn't drive the innovation we need today. And I think the only thing we have in common is our difference. Why don't we celebrate that difference? We all see the same thing differently. The power is we all see the same thing differently. If we bring loads of people from lots of different backgrounds who've got the same problem or the same opportunity, everyone has different ideas. If we can capture that, corral that, harness that, nothing beats us. One of the biggest opportunities of progressive organizations today is to be that more transparent, to be that more inclusive. Diversity has been around in the business world for some 30 years now. It still hasn't been cracked. Those who have cracked it are benefiting, but some of them haven't just done diversity, they've gone to inclusion. And some really special ones have gone beyond inclusion into belonging. Do you know, diversity and inclusion doesn't need a business plan anymore. Everyone knows it's the right thing to do. We don't need to prove the numbers anymore. Everyone knows it's the right thing to do. But I think where it gets really, really special is when we stop looking for the best person for the job and we start to look for the best person for the team. When we start to think about the best person for the team, we think in a far more diverse way. I'd like to leave you with a really, really telling question. When was the last time you hired a scary person? They didn't look like you, think like you, or behave like you, but might just be the answer to all of the needs of innovation in your team. Do you know, when it comes to leadership, one size fits no one. It's not an identikit. It's not management where one size fits everyone. There's only one way to do it. Leadership, it's about you. And the best way to lead is to follow your personal leadership code. Every one of us is as unique as our fingerprints. So is our leadership style. And long may it remain. The dangers are when we believe we need to copy someone else. Have the courage to be who you are and celebrate who you are. The authentic you is where your leadership code is. That's where success lies. Business schools are doing a great job in giving the right skills and competencies. I'm not sure they've grasped the leadership nettle yet. Here's the challenge. And as we sit here today, there is no university on the planet that runs a degree course for leadership. Something's missing. I think, though, that the business schools are starting to lay the foundations. It's less about the applied learning. I think it's more about the things away from the classroom where you can develop your leadership. Are you good at working in a team? Can you present? Can you communicate? Can you share? Can you collaborate? Can you support others? How committed are you to each other's success? Can you research? Can you help each other? All the things that help you become a better leader. And you know something? Leaders aren't born, leaders aren't made, leaders are found. And if you want to find the leadership in you, look for those who can persuade and influence without authority. They're your leaders. Big myth in Western developed societies. Leaders are only at the top of the organization. Nonsense. Leaders are everywhere. And it starts with you. But you know, we always look to our political parties and our politicians for leadership. frankly, now's not a good moment. If we look at our political leaders, we're not seeing the best of the best. We're seeing the run-up to a presidential election in America. We're seeing prime ministerial debates here in the UK, and in lots of parts of Europe, we're seeing change coming through. I'm not sure that the best of the best students want to be politicians anymore. And it's a great shame. We've got very clever politicians, but I'm not sure we've got many authentic leaders. The challenge, I think, for our politicians is to worry less about themselves, less about their parties, worry about the nation and the people. That's where leaders can really make a difference. Currently, we're not blessed. In old Europe, we're not blessed, but there are some young politicians. Trudeau in Canada, the amazing Prime Minister of New Zealand, Varadkar in Ireland, Macron in France. They're in their 30s and 40s. There's something special going on. And I wonder whether for the first time ever, it's not about age, it's about values. You know, for years and years and years and years, leaders could be coached how to deliver that big speech. We've given them an auto cue, we've given them a simulator, we've given them a script, we've shown them how to avoid questions, we've shown them everything not to be authentic. In today's fast-moving world of social media scrutiny, those days of simulation are long gone. There is no hiding place today. If you're not being authentic, if you're not being you and you're simulating, you're going to be found out in seconds. The truth is, the best person you're best at being is you. Why wouldn't you want to be you?